Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website just below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I pulled this spread for Aries at first because of the way that the cards fell out, and decided I'm going to do it for everyone this week. It's called the Temperant Run. And very often, when you get the Temperance card, it's trying to highlight to you what are the things that you're trying to balance. Temperance is about blending things, but it's also about aligning yourself with something or trying to align differing or opposing energies or forces. So, with that said, let's have a look, see. What is it for you, my dear Geminis, who are looking lovely and beautiful at the moment and will do for the next 4 months? You've currently got Venus in your sign, so she is going to be beautifying you, harmonizing you, making those words that you use even more silky, even more glossy. Like, she's going to really, you know, smooth off any like rough edges that you might have. Not that you've got many because you're Geminis, right? Too much of a rolling stone to have any jagged edges. Let's have a look. So you've, on one hand, you have the King of Wands, right? So this is about visibility, and it's about you being seen. This is also about you making some hard and fast decisions. Now, whenever you see the King of Wands, he's got a great sense of humor. This is somebody that has fun, passion, zest for life, but also somebody that is comfortable with being seen to do what it is that they do or what it is that they're known for. This is somebody that knows how to show up for themselves, right? On the other hand, this can sometimes be an energy that can be, in some respect, it can be a bit of a lonely energy. And the reason being is because, as the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. That is very much the King of Wands, because he understands that ultimately, whatever it is, the final decision has to be his. It's usually a fire sign person as well, so this would be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries that could feature for you this week. And on the other hand of this, what are you trying to balance with it, or what are you trying to align with this energy? You've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is interesting because for me, yeah, obviously the Five of Pentacles can be sometimes financial lack or hardship, but I actually feel like this is about vulnerability. I feel like this week you may very well struggle to have that moment where you can just admit that you actually don't have all the answers, or maybe you're having a problem with being seen to be vulnerable, and that's a really clear message here. And I kind of feel like it's like this week you might say to yourself, you know what, you know, it's going to take a lot for me to deal with this at the moment. So I kind of will say this to you. The best use of your time and your energy this week, if you don't have the answer, say so. If you're not sure where something is going or how it's shaping up, say so. This is a fantastic week to show people who you truly are by allowing yourself to be vulnerable, by allowing yourself to be humanized effectively. You could really make a lot of strides. It could go a very long way for how people really view you, you know. And this is the thing, a lot of people say like, oh, you never really know who you get with a Gemini, and I actually don't think that's the case. I just think they're very good at blending in with whoever they're with. This week though, you could really go a long way by showing somebody, maybe one person, maybe several people, who you really are. By opening yourself up and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, this week you could really make a lot of strides, especially when it comes to your relationships, personal, professional, or platonic. So your direction card, you have the Queen of Cups. So this would be a water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is about nurturing, nourishment, and as a direction card, it really is asking you, what do you need? What are your needs? When you are feeling vulnerable and you're about to show this to somebody, you know, you can, if you want to kind of maybe keep some of the control in the situation, let people know what your needs are. Let people know what you need to be nourished, what you need to feel more secure or more stable in any given situation. By doing so, again, not only does it humanize you, but it shows people a different aspect of you, a kinder, more caring and nourishing aspect of you. Finally, your direction card being the Queen of Cups as well. This is about you delving into the understanding of how to use emotional energy. Not necessarily something that you're known for, but this week you could really learn a lot about those kind of interactions. And then finally, for your insight card, you have the High Priestess. So this Queen of Cups person is very likely to be a Cancerian. In some way, shape or form, a Cancerian person is going to show up for you. This might be someone that you talk to, somebody that you have a conversation with, somebody that you connect with. Either which way, they will feature for you in some way, shape or form. Now, your High Priestess in general, or should I say as an insight card, this could be a week where your intuition really starts to speak to you. And usually you would say that the intuitive Gemini does this through, you know, maybe with things that they do with their hands. You know, like it's said that when you do something that's not monotonous but repetitive, you know, because of the repetitive motion, you can then allow your thoughts to wander and you end up having all these wonderful ideas. Gemini intuition tends to be very cerebral. This week, I think it's actually going to be a lot more sensual. You know, Venus is going to bring you that energy. So pay attention to it in that respect. You know, this week you might get gut feelings or instincts about things, or, you know, and it might hit you in that way. And you're like, oh, okay, where's that coming from? Because it's a totally different sensation. Don't discount it. The other thing with the insight card being the High Priestess, this week a secret could be revealed to you. Something could be shared with you. Now, this could very likely be something very personal for the person that's sharing it with you. So my biggest piece of advice to you this week, whatever is divulged to you is for your ears and your ears only. This could be something that is really deeply, very personal to this person. So when it is shared with you, take that on board, take it as, you know, not a blessing, but take it as, you know, thank you for sharing that with me. I know it must have taken a lot. Just know that whatever goes in your ears this week needs to stay in, you know, like a stone in the bottom of a river. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know, obviously not somebody's secrets, in the comments how it goes. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.